Well, I think it's much clearer to us now, and there's so many things that the layperson doesn't fully understand, and Ron helped us with all of those things, sound investments as well, which has helped us continue on with the lifestyle that we became accustomed to with Lesley's hard work in the earlier years. So yes, a lot of advice, things that we didn't fully understand, in particular with what we may have been entitled to in pension schemes or allocated pension, all those types of things that were, the layperson just you need expert advice, and that's what Ron's been able to help us with. And to do some travelling and be able to do those things and not, be worried about whether or not we can afford to do those things as time progresses, and live comfortably and in a healthy environment. We moved a number of years ago to be closer to our family, and that's put distance between us and Ron, but it's not stopped us from being in touch as face to face we are at times, and also by phone. So travelling down back towards the Wollongong area, which is where we're from, we can then call in and see Ron at his and a new address, I believe, too, up to date. And that you need to have that expert advice, and that's something that keeping abreast of all of that thing is beyond our capabilities. So Ron's been able to advise us in many ways in that regard. So
keeping abreast of all the changes. I mean, we aren't able to do that. So we need someone we can trust to do it for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's very important. I think to be have that contact constantly in the background, knowing that someone's looking after our best interests, obviously, is very important to us. I think that seeking sound advice is paramount to everybody, no matter what their circumstances are. And in particular for us now, we're just too old to change our ways. We need someone with expertise, and that's where we found it with Ronald over the years, and continues to be that way. So that's it's a relief to us to know that those things travel on when changes happen. Constantly being in touch and so on is a great comfort to us in our more mature years, twilight years, as they keep telling us. So that's great, actually. Yeah. Oh, the contact from the office and from Ronald and from his assistants along the way has been perfect. We've we're nearly a phone call away, or an email, a quick email, and then a quick response has always been the case for us. So that's great. Even when we're travelling, it's as easy as sending an email, and also being able to access any information that we need, in particular where our investments might be, online, which is that's a great thing. Les is not too familiar with going online to check up on things, but I do occasionally, and that's good too, to be able to see how things are going. It's great to know that we can do that whenever we wish, whether we're overseas or here in Australia or just at home. So that's fabulous, really. I think you should start quite early in your life, putting as much as you can away into your retirement, thinking towards those lines, and then getting some sound advice to manage those investments that you might have with your superannuation, so that whether you be self-funded or in any other way, that you've got it all neatly tied up, so that you don't have to worry about that, in your more retired years. So I think it's important when you're younger, as well as getting closer to retirement, to make sure that things are invested in the right way, to help you, in your retirement. So very important. We're very much confident in where we lay with our investments and with our contact with Ronald and RP. As we've had some contact with Nina as well over this short period, and that's great too, to know that you can be in touch, and very happy with where we are at the moment with our investments and our personal contact with Ronald too. Has always been very available and helpful for our retirement years. So that's great for us.